All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the New York Jets and the Jacksonville Jaguars. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway, and they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Darnold on 1st down. Dumps off to Powell. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Over! Watch it now, Barney!
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Akeem Hicks able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. Fielded just inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Sunday. Move.
Boston Scott, his first carry. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All go.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Scott. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Bortles. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Green 80. Green 80. Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, Scott. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move. Check. Green 80. Mike 39, Lucy. Hank.
Bortles to throw on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Man left. Hey, spread right. Smack. We got 4 down. Green 80. Green 80.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down right around the 25.
Here we go.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Hey, spread left.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
11. Check back, 6. 11B. 11. Green is right.
They'll go for it. It's Bortles. He's going to take a shot for the end. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. J.J. Nelson, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Josh Lambo now for the point after. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On second down, Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Darnold from the gun. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Check 9. Watch the edge. Hey, 5-0, 5-0. Hey, 54, Ricky.
On first down, Bortles. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
They'll run on first down. Scott, and he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, spread right, spread right, spread right, spread right, smack. Bunch right, bunch right, bunch right. Kill, kill, kill. Green 80, green 80. All go, all go, all go.
On second down, Scott. And now running right through him. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Bunch right, bunch right, bunch right. Mike 39, Lucy. Check hot route. Hot, hot. Switch. Spread right, 72. Check 48. Hey, 54, Ricky.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. First and 10 right at the 20.
Spread left, spread left, spread left. Green 80.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis.
Yeah, baby, boom. We got Omaha. Spread right, 72. 48 Mike. Let's get the ball.
On second down, here's Bortles. And he's got it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. J.J. Nelson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. The return man, Chris Moore. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Leopard!
To throw on second down is Darnold. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short and shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
No. Check. Patriot.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Detroit!
On third down, that's Powell. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. On first down, Darnold, flush to his right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Over!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. A shotgun snap for Darnold, eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Jets on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far.
Right, now,
this is 3rd and 10.
Lucky 56.
Darnold. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to the 18.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Leopard! Gun!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Off of play action, Darnold. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. And Myers able to knock it through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Following the field goal on is Locke Edwards to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Spread right, spread right, spread right, spread right, smack. Green 80. Green 80. Lucy, Lucy, Lucy. You got tight right there. Lucy, Lucy. Mike 6.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Caught Safarian Jenkins, right side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Mike 39, Lucy. Tight right here, tight on the right, tight on the right. Green 80. Green 80. Check 50, check 50. Bunch right, bunch right, bunch right. Bunch right.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Into the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. Bortles to the former Jet, Safarian Jenkins for the Jags' 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Green 80.
On 1st down, Scott. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout.
Spread right, 72. Green 80. Green 80. Mike 6. Hey, spread right, spread right, spread right, spread right, smack. He's not going to get me. Mike 6. Mike 6. Spread right, 72. Check 3. Green side.
From the gun, it's Bortles. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Nelson. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Talk about a big 1st half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Green 80.
They'll run on 1st down. Scott, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
I want that. Spread right, 72. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Green is it.
Now Bortles. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
Green 80. Green 80. Spread left, spread left, spread left. Check right, check right. Check. Green is it.
To throw is Bortles. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at about the 14. Oh, a nice spin. A little juke. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So out now come the Jets. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Darnold going to lead the Jets out now,
Barney,
1st and 10.
Watch you now, Barney. Watch you now, Barney.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Terrell Suggs in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Leopard!
Single receiver.
Gun!
Now Darnold. And the pressure gets to him again. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This one taken from the 7. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed. Because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
On 1st and 10, Darnold dumps off to Powell. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Man, it's a tough area in the field to try and run a draw play out of the gun. You know you're going to face a good push up front, and here they swallow him up for no gain.
The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Darnold. Open man here is Prohl. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of 9 there, and it puts him in better shape here for second and goal.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal?
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Leopard! Leopard! Over!
They'll run. This is Powell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Bilal Powell taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. Jason Myers now for the extra point. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Green 80. 73, 73.
Bortles now on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Strong right. Green 80.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Hold the look, hold the look.
At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Spread right, 72. Bunch right, bunch right, bunch right. Hank.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And incomplete on the deep ball. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Key 27. Green 80.
Here's Bortles to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Green 80. Green 80. Hey, spread right, smack. Here I come. Lucy. Here I come. 11B.
And the blitz does come. And incomplete here on third down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. New York set to take the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
Oh, another one. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go again with Powell. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Inside 4 minutes to go. Third quarter.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Powell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And his throw is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
No. Check. Patriot.
A first down throw, Darnold. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Lucky 56. Gone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 25. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Darnold from the gun. He can run for it, and he will. And avoids the contact by sliding. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And Myers able to knock it through, and the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Maurice Alexander making the stop defensively.
Green 80! Green 80! Check. Green and check!
Bortles to throw on second down. Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Bortles now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
4 down, check. Green 80! Green 80! Move. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. It's Steve McClendon that time who winds up getting him down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Hey, boys, got 4. Green 80!
On the carry, this is Scott. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Hey, let's go. Trips left. Hey, check back. 6. Let's go, D. 372. Mike 6. Hey, 54, Ricky. Come on, D. Ship.
They'll go for it. It's Bortles. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Jets on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And for Darnold, this may be a free play. And this is caught. He hits more. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10.
Leopard!
Here's Darnold. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. The 20. And this will get him all the way inside of Jacksonville's 10. A huge play there on the screen pass. 42 yards. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
Rip right. Hot! Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
No, check. Patriot! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
They come out here in the eye. He'll get it up the middle. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
They'll run with Procise. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And Myers able to knock it through. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Jaguars getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Mike, 6. Come off the ball hard.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Safarian Jenkins has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Hey, let's go. Trips left. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Bortles to throw on 3rd and 1. It's caught. Nelson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Green 80. Green 80. Green is up.
Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will.
Check safety, check safety. Hey, spread right, spread right, spread right, spread right, smack. Back 6, back 6.
He's back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Sharks got it, left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Bortles now 5 for 5 on the drive. He's responded after the interception. It's 1st and 10.
Set. Green 80. Bunch right, bunch right, bunch right. Slam, slam, slam.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
All go, all go, all go, all go. Hey, 4 down. Green 80. Green 80.
They go again with Scott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Green 80. Green 80. Kill. Green is up.
Here's Scott. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And Lambeau will put this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
New York set to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
they
don't
practice
they?
it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Steps away to his left. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. Able to go down to a knee, wrap this one up in the wild card round. Being at home, that certainly helped.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And think of it this way. If this is tennis, they held serve. They did what they were supposed to do. Won at home, rewarded their home crowd. They may have to go on the road the rest of the way, but they'll do it with some confidence.
Let's go, let's go.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
Green 80. Green 80.
Hey, check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6.
Check.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year, but I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get into their off-season program, and they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it, building blocks, you know, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.